So now we're just going to go through the steps needed to create a plugin. So just on the website. So what a plugin is a function. It just adds some extra function to your website. So in the plugins here you can see ones that I've used before, like the code editor. So what that allows you to do is edit code, the one for our child theme, like a contact form. So it's something that adds function to your website. So we have just created the add social bundle. So what this plugin aims to do is, I've picked 3 main social media websites, Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest, and this plugin just adds the 3 of them to our pages through a widget. So why I decided to go ahead with this is because I had a widget in the sidebar there anyway, so I just decided to add something to it. And from doing previous websites, I thought that Twitter, to find a simple plugin, was kind of hard. The Facebook one was okay, but it's just handy to have a bundle. So when you activate this plugin, the 3 of them go onto that widget straight away, and it will allow the user to follow the link to the site's Twitter page and Facebook and Pinterest as well. So just before we create one, so in here in my WordPress file, in our HT docs, WordPress and WP content, and we're going to our plugins folder. So I created a new folder called my plugin, and in this, so because I have a couple of different images like the Facebook, the logo, the Pinterest logo and the Twitter logo, so I have that image file in there, as well as my plugin PHP and a readme file. So that just tells us a little bit about the plugins. So that's all in the one file in here in your WordPress content. So just for this tutorial, I've just copied my code into Notepad just so I can explain it a bit better. So up here on the beginning of every PHP file, it's just the name of our plugin, the URI, the description, so what the plugin will do, the version, author and the license. So that's just in here in little comments. So as soon as we have that in, we really have a plugin created, and then that is what goes in here. So here's the version by me and just a quick description. So we have that in our plugins folder, so that's in here in plugins straight away. So we'll just go down then. So because we're putting our plugin on through a widget, we have 3 things. So first of all, we have the outside class, and it needs to extend the WP widget, which has 3 main things in it really. So here the assignment plugin, that's our constructor really. So this initializes the plugin. I'll come back to that in a minute. So with a WordPress widget, the 3 functions that we really need, and you can see them here, is the function widget, and that has 2 parameters, so args and instance. So really what the widget function does, it displays the information. So what I wanted to display, the widget function will do this, and we'll go through the code in a couple of minutes. And then the next function is update, so you can see that there. And really what the update does, its main function is to save everything. So that'll be our Twitter IDs, our Facebook ID, etc. And then our third function is the function form. And the main function of this is to build your form, so you type in the values you want in our widget. So when we go to add our plugin to a widget, we'll see the values that we type in later on. And then down here, the last one is just to register the widget, and we do this, we attach it to a hook, an add action hook. So that's a WordPress hook that's used for widgets. So we'll go back up here to the top.